Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Are you ready for the longest one battle chapter in the entire game? Well, maybe not the longest, but the longest we've had so far. Yeah, chapter 17 still has this beat, but that's because it had 4 separate battles, and this is just one battle. But this one battle took me 77 minutes just to complete. I know, that long. I am gonna grant a favor to you guys though, because I know that some of you guys probably won't want to sit through all that. So I am gonna do some significant edits to this footage, so that some parts, are actually shorter than what they would normally be. That's my gift from me to you. So be thankful that you don't have to watch a whole bunch of this, but for the most part, this is going to be about 6 or 7 videos, so just a forewarning on that. What makes this chapter so big is, well, first of all, it's a big chapter. It takes place in a little castle area. It takes place in Daien Keep, actually. And the thing about Daien Keep is there's a lot of small passageways. Like, you'll see what I mean when we get to the actual battlefield. But, like, it's not like you can just, like, go across the battlefield in, like, a diagonal direction. You have to go through, like, all these different paths, and you have to go through, like, some different twisty turns and stuff just to reach the boss. Because the boss is kind of secluded in this one area directly across from where you start. But you have to go, like, around the entire map just to get to that one place, which makes this chapter very long and very annoying. And there's a lot of enemies here. Some enemies that have some very dangerous weapons and very dangerous stats and attributes that you want to be careful while you're going through this chapter. I'm not going to show you any supports in this video, mostly because didn't have any new support options just yet. That'll change in the next video or two. I'm kind of surprised Mist and Boyd are still at still at C conversation. I think it's because I had Boyd sit out in so many chapters, but hopefully they'll reach A before the end of the game. Like, I'm probably not going to take Boyd out for the rest of the game, since we generally, what am I trying to say? Generally I'll probably need him for the rest of the game. Or something like that, I don't know. Another conversation is with Mist. I went ahead and decided to show it just because I am using Mist to an extent, and also because it kind of develops on the actual story. Because as what we saw, but what Ike and Mist and the other guys didn't see, is that Nazar is actually the traitor. Nazar is the one who took the medallion away from Mist and gave it to the enemy hands. He's also been leaking information to the enemy as well, as Soren figured out in chapter 18, I believe. Something like that. Chapter 18 or chapter 19? I think it was 18. So, this is the enemy forces. Once again, we're talking with Kassatai and Ina. Apparently, I referred to Ina as a he in the last video. I did not mean to make that mistake. Ina is a female. I don't know how I made that mistake. Of course, it was probably in the dialogue section of the video. And, like, I was just trying to scramble through, trying to give my explanation of the story, which generally isn't very good, so, yeah. Ina is definitely a female. And she's also a dragon. I guessed Ina is a dragon Lagoose. That's very strange. Now, even though Kassatai gets kind of scared at first, he's going to use this to the Daien army's advantage and going to increase their morale by tenfold. Now, since this isn't a Dynasty Warriors game, the troops' performance will not really depend on the morale or anything. So, all this cheering that the Daien army is doing, that's not really going to do them any good. But they still have a lot of troops, so you want to be careful regardless. So yeah, my recommendations for this fight, just bring all your strongest units. And for me, I actually managed to bring all my units except for Racin. So once again, Racin is going to be out of this battle, but I really didn't need him for this chapter. Getting rid of Racin for this chapter just means that I have one less thing to worry about. And also, Mist is getting very close to promoting, so soon I shouldn't really have to worry about protecting her as much, but still, I will want to keep at least one eye on her. So yeah, everybody but Racin. Kind of surprised they allowed for so many units. Although I need to realize that I'll need to cut down on these units later on in the final chapter, because I think they only let you take 10 into the final chapter. So I'll probably, get rid of a few of my units for that chapter. Don't know who that'll be just yet, but I'll make the decision when it comes. Briefly, I'm just going through the weapons. I decided to give Boyd a Laguz axe. I don't know why I did that. There really wasn't a point to. But I gave him the axe because even though there's only going to be one Laguz unit in this whole battle, the final boss, I don't know, I just thought that might benefit him more. Although I didn't really make use of that later on. For the most part, you just want to attack Ina from a distance, because dragons can't attack from 2 spaces away. They can only attack on what's in front of them, adjacent to them. Although they did change that for Radiant Dawn. For Radiant Dawn, dragons can attack from 2 spaces away, which makes them very, very annoying to deal with. For any of those people who have played Radiant Dawn, and who know what I'm talking about. And now I'm just kind of adjusting my units and moving them around. I generally decided to use lance users and axe users in front. And then when I start to see the axe users, because a lot of the axe users in this chapter will be reinforcements. And for those units, I'll generally... Why do I keep saying generally? I don't know. It's a very bad habit I have. I tend to use the words generally, basically, essentially, and another word a lot. It's just a habit I can't get myself out of. I guess in that aspect, I'm still kind of nervous when I'm doing commentary. But I should stop being nervous. People say they enjoy my videos, so, I guess I'll not really agree with them, but I'll, accept that as criticism, I guess. Just looking at over all the units. Got some generals to worry about over here. And there are 2 enemy generals that are actually characters. Now, you can only recruit one of them. You can only recruit that guy named Toraneo, who's near the near Ina's location. You can't recruit Kassatai, though. You can only recruit Toraneo, and you can only do it with Ike. So, you really have no excuse not to recruit him. You can't say that, oh, I didn't bring the right character. Well, you did. Because you have to bring the right character. But we'll learn more about Toraneo when we actually reach the other side of the battlefield, which will take, I don't know, 3 or 4 videos by itself. I'm not looking forward to this chapter. I'm really not. Just moving my units forward. I should have probably just cut this out. And really only show you guys when I'm actually making strategic moves. I'll think about doing that for the next video and the following videos. I'll see what I decide to do. And I'll also try to find something to talk about, so I'm just not, doing this the entire time. Right now, I'm doing the commentary for this on Sunday. And this video is probably going up on either Tuesday or Wednesday, because this next week I have finals. That's right, I only have 1 week of school left, and during this week I have to take all the finals for all my classes, and then I gotta worry about moving out on Friday. So I have a lot of stuff to worry about this week. But as soon as this week's over, I'm free for the summer until I get a job. if I get a job, but my parents won't rest until I get a job, so we'll see what happens there. It'd be nice not to work over the summer, but sometimes you have to. Okay, Kieran. Also, someone asked me about battle animations. I'll start trying to put those back on in like the next chapter or something. Just thought I'd say that really quickly. But I need to end the video. This has been SlimKirby, Path of Radiance. And I'll see if I can make the commentary a little interesting for next video. Later, guys.